सुप्रभातं, गुड मॉर्निंग। अद्यतन पाठः अस्ति नास्ति त्यागसमं सुखम। शीर्षकस्य अर्थं किं जानन्ति किम्? त्यागेन समं सुखम न अस्ति. There is no joy like sacrificing for a cause, sacrificing for others. Same line, if you can remember, is there in the lesson number 1 also. There is one shloka where it says Naasti tyagasamam sukham. So this lesson deals with the story of Gautama Buddha. Hope all of you know about Gautama Buddha. Gautama Buddha's followers are called as Buddhists, the people who follow ideologies or preachings of Gautama Buddha. So Buddha was born as Siddhartha, and after certain age he left his home, his family, his wife and child, his parents, in search of betterment of humanity. He wanted to give new ideologies, new ideas, new preachings for this world, how to attain happiness, how to be happy in our life. So his teachings later people started following, and new religion started in the name of Buddhism. So the Buddhacharyas or the preachers or the followers of Buddha, Gautama Buddha, they wrote various stories about the births of Gautama Buddha. It has been believed that Buddha did not become such intelligent person only in one birth. So he had many births, and from each birth he took the virtues, he took the good points, and each birth it continued. In the final birth as Siddhartha, he became Buddha. The meaning of the name Buddha is the one who is awakened, who is alert, who is very intelligent, who can lead others. So these are the various meanings of name Gautama Buddha, the Buddha. So the present lesson Naasti tyagasamam sukham is selected from a book named Jataka Mala. The author of the book, Jataka Mala pustakasya lekakah asti Aryashuraha saha ekah Buddhacharyah asti. He is the teacher of Buddhism. His name is Aryashuraha. So word Jatakamala, the name of the book Jatakamala, Jataka ityukte janma, the birth. Jatakamala, stories of births of Buddha. So the one story where Gautama Buddha was leader or the king of a tribe or a clan named Shivi. So that story is explained here. In every story, there are certain good points, there are certain good morals the Buddha conveys to us. So let us see the story. Let us see the lesson. Naasti tyagasamam sukham. Atha ekada Bhagavan Bodhisattvah Bahu Janmarjita Punya Phalaihi Shivina Raja Abhavat. Atha, then, so, ekada, once, Bhagavan Bodhisattvah. As I told you, Gautama Buddha is called by various names. Though his birth name is Siddhartha, his name was Bodhisattva, the one who is awakened, the one who has better knowledge, the one who can lead others. So the adjective, the Visheshanam atrasti, Bhagavan Bodhisattva. People started considering him as God. So Bhagavan Bodhisattva, the God Bodhisattva, Bahu Janmarjita Punya Phalaihi. See the big word here. I think a couple of the words you can understand in this word. Bahu Janma Arjita plus Punya Phalaihi. Bahu Janma, many births. Arjita, gained. What did he gain in many births? Punya Phalaihi. Punya is virtue, Phala is the result. So, because of the result of virtues earned in each birth, because of that, Tritiya Vibhakti Phalaihi, Shivinam Raja Abhavat. So, because of the virtues of his previous births, he became the king of Shivi. Shivinam Raja. Shivi is name of a tribe. In modern India, we call them Jats. In northern part of India, we can find them Jats, they are called as. So, he became the king of that tribe. Shivinam Raja Abhavat. Saha Balyat Eva Vruddhopasevi Vinayashilaha Shastra Parangataha Cha Asit. Saha, saha, atra saha padam Bhagavan Bodhisattvaya prayuktam. The word saha is used for Bodhisattva. Balyat eva, balyam shaishavam, childhood. From his childhood, right from his childhood, vriddhopasevi. Next three words talk about his nature, his conduct. How was he from his childhood? Vriddhopasevi, vriddha plus upasevi. Upaseviन शब्द प्रथमा विभक्ति उपसेवी वृद्धः old elders वृद्धोपसेवी one who is respecting elders one who is ready to help elders such a good character he had. Next vinayashilaha vinayah politeness humbleness so he was a very polite person. Vinayashilaha shastra parangatah shastram scriptures the knowledge. Parangataha, one who had studied everything. Right from his childhood, he studied all types of knowledges. Cha asit. Jana kalyana karmasu rataha asau putravat prajaha palayati sma. So, it talks about how he was as king. Jana kalyana karmasu. Karma ityukte deeds, jobs. So what kind of jobs he was doing? Jana Kalyana Karmasu. The jobs which are very helpful for people. He was a king of people. People's king. He wanted people's goodness only. That type of king he was. Jana Kalyana Karmasu. The jobs which are beneficial for people. Rataha. Involved. Asau. Asau ityukte eshaha. This person. This bodhisattva. Putravat prajaha palayati sma. Putravat. Putra ityukte son, child. Putravat, like his own children. How we take care of our own children, he used to take care of his people, his citizens. Prajaha, citizens. Palayati sma. He used to take care. Palayati, to take care. Sma pratyaya gives the meaning past tense. यदा स्म प्रत्ययः अस्ति लङ् लकारस्य अर्थः भवति पालयति स्म he was taking care. कारुण्य औदार्यादि सद्गुणोपेतः सः नगरस्य समन्ततः दानशाला धनधान्य समृद्धाः दानशालाः अकारयत्. So the king Bodhisattva who was having all the good characters Karunya Audaryadi Sadguno Petaha. So the other good character was Karunya. Karuna ityukte daya, mercy. Karunya, having mercy. He was very merciful. He was very kind to others. Audaryadi. Audarya, generosity. Has come from the word Udarata. Udarata, generosity. Audaryam. Adi. There are many good characters. So they have named only two. Adi is etc. Sadguno petaha. You can find one sandhi here. Sat plus guna plus upetaha. Sat guna sadguna. Prathamasya tritiya sandhi asti. So he had all the good characters like generosity and mercy, kindness. Saha bodhisattvaha nagarasya samantataha, around the city. Dhana dhanya samruddhaha. Dhana, richness. Dhanya, food grains. So he started Danashalaha. Danaya shala, Danashala. Note down the samasa. Chaturthi tatpurusha samasa. Danaya shala. Shala ityukte, a place. Danashala, charity home, a place for charity. Akarayat, he started charity homes. What kind of charity homes? Dhana dhanya samriddhaha. They were rich with money, rich with wealth, and rich with grains, food grains. So people who were in need, who do not have money or food to eat, who do not have money to buy things, can go to these charity homes and get their wishes fulfilled. So he started such charity homes. So underline the Visheshana Vishesha here. Dhanadhanya Samriddhaha Visheshanam Asti. Danashalaha Vishesham Asti. Tatra Arthinam Samuhaha Anna Pana Vasana Rajata Suvarnadikani Abhishtani Vastuni Prapya Santushtaha Abhavat. Tatra Danashalasu. In those charity homes, Tatra there. Arthinam samuhaha. Arthin shabda, arthin, people who are in need, needy people. Arthinam samuhaha. Samuhaha, group. So people used to go in groups, those who are in need. What all they used to get? Anna, food, pana, things to drink, water or any other thing. Vasana, vastram, cloths. Rajata, not only the basic necessities, even the luxuries like Rajata, silver, Rajatam, Suvarnam, gold also. Adikani, etc. There are many other things available and have named only few here. Abhishtani vastuni things, as all of you know. Abhishtani vastuni, the wished things, whatever they wanted, the things, needy things. Prapya, pra plus ap plus lyap. After acquiring all the things, whatever they want to get, santushtaha abhavat. Santushtaha, happy. Who are happy? Arthinam samuhaha santushtaha. The groups of people were happy. So how many ever people went to those charity homes? They were happy. Rajnyah danashilatam akarnya deshantarebhyopi janaha tam desham ayanti sma. So the people in Shivi's kingdom, Bodhisattva's kingdom, were very happy. Not only them, even the people from other part of the country. Rajnyaha danashilatam akarnya. Rajnyaha, Rajan Shabda, Shashti Vibhakti, kings. Danashilata, generosity. See the pratyaya here, danashila plus tal pratyaya, ness. So generosity, ness. Danashilatam akarnya, a plus karna plus lyap. Akarnya shrutva, paryayapada. After listening, after hearing about him. Deshantarebhyopi. Deshantara is from other places also. Desha here is, don't take it like India, Desha. In those days, even small places were called as Desha. So even from the other parts of the world, Deshantarebhyopi, Janaha, people, Tam Desham, that part, that country in the sense, the place where Bodhisattva was ruling the kingdom. Desham ayanti sma. Ayanti agachanti. Paryayapada. Gam dhatu, ya dhatu, both give the same meaning, to go. So yati, to go. Ayati, to come. Agachanti sma. Again the sma pratyaya. Sma gives the meaning past tense. They used to come to that country. Atha kadachit danashalasu vicharan sa raja bahudhana labhena santushtanam arthinam virala sankhyaam vilokya achintayat. So things were going on like this. People were happy. King was happy. So king made sure that he moved around those charity homes so that there is no problem for his people to get the things. So one day, when he was moving around those charity homes, atha, then kadachit, sometimes, someday. Danashala, as you know already, in charity homes, vicharan. So the one, while he was going, Shatrupratyaha asti atra, sa raja, sa, that king, bahudhana labhena santushtanam arthinam virala sankhyam. So he observed, people are in less number. Why they are less number? They were happy. They were getting whatever they needed. Bahudhana labhena, they were getting lot of money or whatever the things they want. Santushtanam, the people who are happy. Arthinam, arthin, needy people who are in need of something. Arthinam. Virala sankhyam, sankhya, number, all of you know. Virala sankhya, less number. He expected there will be groups of people. But when he went to those homes, there were less people. Virala, viloma shabdam asti, adhika, more. Virala, less, adhika, more. Virala sankhya, vilokya, v plus, lok plus, lyap. Vilokya drishtva, after observing, after seeing. Achintayat, he started thinking. Mama arthinahatu dhanalabha matrena santosham bhajante. Mama arthinaha, my people who are in need, tu dhanalabha matrena, just by getting the money in those charity homes, whatever they were getting. Dhana labha, the gain of money, matrena, only by getting the money. Santosham bhajante. Bhajante, they appreciate, they are happy, they are appreciating others, they are appreciating the donation and they are happy. Noonam te danaviraha saubhagyachalinaha yan yachakaha sharirasya angani api yachante. Suddenly a thought came into king's mind. Just by giving money and food, people are happy. But just imagine if somebody comes and asks a person the body organs, and if you can give him, how lucky that person will be, how lucky that donator will be. So the idea here is the king wanted to be the best donator under the sun. So he started thinking, Noonam for sure, definitely. Te dana viraha, brave donators. So giving money, giving food is one level of donation. But giving the body organs, just imagine a person doesn't have a leg, and if you can transplant your leg to that person, or an eye, a heart, a hand, anything, any body part. So the brave donators, Saubhagyashalin, lucky person. So those brave donators are lucky. Yan, to whom, yachakaha, the beggars, the needy people, sharirasya angani api yachante. Sharirasya angani, body parts. Api also, yachante ask. Just imagine, those people are lucky whom people approach and ask their body organs. Evam Radnyah Sveshu Gatreshvapi Nirasaktim Vidnyaya Sakalam Brahmandam Vyakulam Sanjatam. So king started thinking in this direction, and he lost all the interest in all other jobs because nobody was coming to him to ask his body organ. People were happy in his kingdom. So evam, like this, Radnyaha of king, that kings, Sveshu Gatreshvapi, divide the sandhi, Gatreshu plus api, Gatram Shariram, body. So Sveshu Gatreshu, in his body also, Nirasaktim, disinterested. He started getting disinterested even in his everyday routine, on his body also. Just imagine, he wanted to donate his organs, means he is not interested in his body also. Vidnyaya, after knowing, V plus Jna plus Lyap. Sakalam Brahmandam, whole universe, people around him. Visheshana, Vishesha. Sakalam Visheshana, Brahmandam, Vishesha. Vyakulam Sanjatam, Vyakulam, unhappy. The people around him were unhappy. Our king was so good, he was so happy. He was a good donator. But nowadays, king thinks that only he want to give his body parts. He want to donate his body parts. So seeing him depressed, people around him were also unhappy. Radni evam vicharayati sati tasya danashilatam parikshitum devadhipatihi shakraha netrahina yachakasya rupam dharayitva tatpurataha avadat. So things were going on like this. So the news reached even the king of gods, Indra. So it is believed that in the heaven there is king of gods, Indra. His name is Shakra, and his position that he carries is Indra. Indra Padavihi Asti. So even he heard this story. There is a king on the earth and who wants to donate his body organs. So he wanted to test. Is it just for the sake of his saying, or really he is serious about it? So the story moves like this. Radni evam vicharayati sati. While king was thinking like this, vicharayati sati, while he was thinking like this, tasya danashilatam, as I told you, danashila plus tal pratyaya, his generosity. Parikshitum plus tumun, to test. Devadhipatihi Shakraha, divide sandhi here, Deva plus Adhipati, king of gods. Deva, god, Adhipati, Raja, king. Shakraha, his name is Shakra. Netrahina Yachakasya, Netra, as you know, Nayanam, eye. Netrahina, netrena hinaha, without the eyes, or netrabhyam hinaha, both the eyes he doesn't have. Saha andhaha asti. Yachakasya, yachakaha the beggar, he changed his form into a beggar without eyes, a blind beggar. Rupam dharayitva, after having that, after carrying that form, dharayitva, after carrying, rupam, the form. Tat purataha avadat, purataha, in front of him. He stood in front of him. He descended from the heaven and stood in front of the king and said, Hey Rajan, okay, Bhavatah dana viratam akarnya ashanvitaha bhavat samipam agatosmi. He said, he did not introduce himself as Lord Indra. He said, I am just a beggar. Bhavataha, yours, Danaviratam, Danavirata, once again Danavira plus Tal Pratyaya, the being a brave donator. You are not a simple person who will give money or food, who want to give his body organs. Danaviratam Akarnya, Akarnya Shrutva, after listening. Ashanvitaha, hopeful. Asha plus Anvitaha. I am very hopeful that I will get something. Bhavat Samipam Agatosmi. Divide Sandhi. Agataha plus Asmi. I have come to you with certain hope. Deva Ravi Shashi Tara Mandala Bhushitam Jagat Etat Kathamiva Pashyayam Chakshurhinaha. So he asked him a question. Deva, he is addressing king as God. Deva. Ravi, Suryaha, sun. Shashi, Induhu, the moon. Tara, Nakshatram, the stars. Mandala Bhushitam, this world, this full of this world having sun, moon, stars and galaxies. Mandala Bhushitam, full of all these things. Jagat Etat, this world having all these things. Jagat Vishwam, the world. Etat, this. Kathamiva Pashyayam, how can I see? Katham, how? Pashyayam, how can I see? Chakshur Hinaha, Chakshuhu plus Hinaha, without the eyes, a person without eyes or a blind person. So he is asking the king, I am a blind person, how can I see all these things? How can I enjoy all these things? Raja Uvacha, Bhagavan, Bhavan Manoratham Purayitva Atmanam Anugrahitam Kartum Chami. So king was already ready. He wanted to donate anyway. So he was so happy. So he said, Bhagavan. So he addressed him as God again. Bhavan Manoratham. Bhavat plus Manoratham. Manoratham, wish. Your wish. Purayitva, after fulfilling. Tva pratyaha asti atra. After fulfilling your wish. Atmanam, to myself. Anugrahitam kartum ichhami. I would like to make myself blessed. Anugrahitam, blessed. I want to stay blessed by fulfilling your wish. Adishyatam, kim karavani. So he asked him, Adishyatam, order me. Kim karavani, what shall I do? Vipraha akathayat. Vipraha, that person, who, the Indra, who changed his form in the form of a blind beggar. Vipraha, Brahmanaha, who was in that form. Akathayat, he said, Yadi bhavan pritaha tada tvattaha ekasya chakshushaha danam ichhami. Yadi, if. Bhavan pritaha, happy. If you are happy to give, tada, then. Tvattaha, yours. Ekasya chakshushaha, one eye. I don't have two eyes, but I just want one eye. Ekasya chakshushaha, chakshush shabda shashti vibhakti, of eye. Danam ichhami, I want it as donation. Yena mama loka yatra nirbadha bhavet. So why do I need that eye? Yena, because of that. Mama loka yatra. So that my journey in this world, you all know how difficult for a blind person to move around in this world or earn for himself. So my journey in this world, nirbadha bhavet. Nirbadha, without any hurdles. Badha, hurdle. Nirbadha, hurdleless, easy. Bhavet. Tat shrutva, after listening, Raja achintayat. King started thinking. For a minute, the thought came into king's mind. Loke chakshurdanam dushkaram eva. loke, in this world, jagati, loke, paryayapada. Chakshurdanam, chakshushaha danam. Samasa asti, chakshuhu plus danam, sandhi asti. So, donation of the eye. Dushkaram eva. Dushkaram, very difficult. We all know, we can donate anything. But how many of us are ready to donate eyes? We cannot. It is very hard. Nunam idrisham danam icchan ayam yachakaha kenapi preritaha syat. He started thinking, has my enemy or someone has sent him to me so that I will become blind after donating? Just a thought came into his mind. Nunam, for sure, definitely, idrisham danam, this type of donation, icchan, wishing, ayam yachakaha, this beggar, kenapi preritaha syat, preritaha, motivated, sent. He might be sent by someone to ask I from me. Athava bhavatu nama. Immediately, he just came out of such thoughts. Anyway, I want to donate. So what? Even if somebody has sent him. So what? So athava or bhavatu nama. Bhavatu nama is a phrase. It's okay. No problem. It gives the meaning. It's okay. Kim bahu chintanena. Why to think so much? Iti vicharya raja abhashata. Vicharya v plus char plus lyap. After thinking. Iti vicharya, after thinking like this, raja abhashata. Bhashate, past tense, langlakara, abhashata. He spoke. Bho mitra. Look at the way he addresses that person. So he became now friend. Bho mitra. Oh my dear friend. Kim ekena chakshusha aham bhavate chakshur dvayameva prayachami. So he says, oh my dear friend, Kim ekena chakshusha, why do you just want one eye? Aham bodhisattvaha, the king. Atra aham padam radnye prayuktam. For the king it is used. Bhavate, to you, chakshur dvayameva. Divide the sandhi, chakshuhu plus dvayam plus eva. Both the eyes. Prayachami iti. I shall donate you both the eyes. Why only one eye? Radnyaha नेत्रदानार्थं निश्चयं ज्ञात्वा अमात्याः विषण्णाः भूत्वा अवदन्. So the news started spread around in his kingdom that our king is such a donator, he wants to donate his eyes. So Radnyaha netradanartham, for the donation of the eye, nishchayam decision, jnatva, jna plus tva, after knowing. After getting to know about his decision, amatyaha sachivaha, the ministers of the king. Amatyaha vishannaha bhutva, vishannaha dukkhitaha, sad. They were very sad. They don't want to see their king as blind. They want a healthy king, right? So they were very sad. Avad Maharaja alam etavata dussahasena prabhutam dhanameva diyatam. So they gave one suggestion to king. Anyway, he is a beggar. He wants something from you. Just call him and tell him that I will give you a lot of money so that you make your life happy. I cannot give you my eye. Maybe I have promised you before, but now I have changed my decision after consulting with my ministers. You can tell this. They suggested him. So they said, Maharaja, O king, alam enough. Etavata dussahasena. Dussahasa is wrong adventure. Dussahasa, wrong adventure. Stop this type of wrong adventure. Being adventurous is good. It is, for example, going and visiting a waterfall is very good idea. You feel very good. But going near that waterfall and taking selfie may be dussahasa, wrong adventure. There is a chance of you falling into that waterfall and losing your life. I have seen nowadays people taking selfies in wrong places. So I just wanted to give you this example of dussahasa is wrong adventure. So donating something is good, but donating an eye is a wrong thing. That is what the ministers wanted to say. Prabhutam dhanameva diyatam. Look, see here, prabhutam prachuram, prajyam, adhikam, lots. Dhanam eva, give him lots of money, diyatam. Atha sa raja tan avadat. After hearing this, the king said, Dasyamiti pratijnaya yonyatha kurute manaha karpanya nishchita matehe kahasyat papatarastataha. See the Anvaya of the shloka. Dasyami iti pratijnaya yaha manaha anyatha kurute karpanya anishchita matehe tataha papataraha kaha syat. So the king told his ministers, if a person decides to donate something, dasyami, I shall donate, iti pratijnaya, after deciding, yaha manaha, any person's mind, anyatha kurute, when he changes his decision, when he does something against that, not donating, kurute karpanya anishchita matehe, such people are considered as extremely irresponsible people. Karpanya anishchita matihi. See the samasa here? Na nishchita matihi. Nishchita mati, one who is very firm minded people. Nishchita mati. Anishchita mati, fickle minded people. Those who don't stick to their decisions. They are extremely irresponsible people. Karpanya anishchita matehe tataha papataraha kahasyat. So such irresponsible people are extremely sinful people, extreme sinners they are. So there is no greater sinner than such an individual. So king actually wanted to ask his ministers, do you want me to be such a sinner who changes his mind after promising a person that he will give something? Naham swargam na moksham va kamaye kintu artanam paritranaya eva me nishchaya. Having said that, having told his ministers that he doesn't want to be such a sinner, being irresponsible by not fulfilling his promise. So he says, Naham, divide sandhi, na plus aham, I don't want to be. Swargam na moksham. Don't think that I am doing this donation just to get a place in heaven after my birth or to get salvation so that I don't get rebirths. I will be getting into this universe, Brahmandam, as a energy. He says that generally in Hinduism we have a belief, not only in Hinduism, most of the religions have this belief. If you have done a lot of good work in your life, after your death, you will attain heaven. Heaven is a place where all comforts are given. And if you have done lots and lots of good work, then you will not come back to this earth and take another birth. You will be freed from the cycle of birth and death, which is called as moksha. So he tells his ministers, don't think I am doing this charity work just to get the heaven or to get the salvation. Na aham swargam, na moksham. Va kamaye wish, kintu, but artanam paritranaya eva me nishchayah. Why I am doing this? Artanam, artaha, needy person, one who is in difficulty, one who is in need. Paritranaya, to protect, to help, eva, only, me nishchayah. Nishchayah, decision. Asya yancha vritha ma astu ityuktva. So he says his wish, yancha, his wish, vritha, waste. It should not go waste. He has come to me, he asked me something, it should not become waste. Vritha, waste, no use. Ma astu, it should not be. His wish should not go waste. Ityuktva, iti plus uktva, after saying that, sa raja, that king, vaidyokta vidhina, vaidya plus ukta vidhina. Vaidya, hope all of you know, doctor, meaning of the vaidya is doctor. Ukta vidhina, the procedures. Vidhi is procedure. The procedures told by the doctor to remove the eye. Nilotpalam iva, like a blue lotus. So blue lotus is one example given here. Blue lotus is a thing which is rarest of rare on the earth. We can find many types of lotuses, but blue lotus is a very rare thing to find, very rare flower to find. So the author is giving one example how he removed his eyes like blue lotus. As much importance that we give to blue lotus, he gave the importance to his eye. Neelotpalam, Neela plus Utpalam, blue lotus. Iva, like Ekam Chakshuhu, one eye. See the Visheshana Vishesha here. Ekam Visheshana Chakshuhu Vishesha. Shanaihi, slowly. Akshatam, without damaging. Akshata, without any damage. Utpatya, after plucking, after removing the eye from its position. Preetya yachakaya samarpitavan. So preetya, out of love. It is not that, oh, dude, take and go, get lost from here. No, that was not the feeling here. Out of love he gave. See, just imagine how much pain he must have undergone. But still, he gave the eye to that person out of love. Preetya yachakaya, for that beggar. Samarpitavan. See, samarpitavan, tavatu pratyaya asti, past tense asti. So he donated the eye. Saha api, saha taha, netra hina yachakaha, that person who came here, a blind beggar. Tat netram, that eye, yatha sthanam asthapayat. Yatha sthanam samasa asti, sthanam anatikramya. Avyayi bhava samasaha, within the place, wherever that eye has to be planted, in that place. Asthapayat. So doctor helped them to implant the eye to that blind person. Tato mahipalaha, tataha plus mahipalaha. Please note down, mahipalaha, paryayapada, raja, king. Then that king, dvitiyam netram api, as he told in the beginning, not only one eye, second eye also. Shanaihi, slowly. Nishkasya, utpatya, paryayapadam, nishkasya, after plucking, after removing. Tasmai ayachat. Again, it was given and doctors were there to help them and they planted the eye. Tat atha vismitaha shakraha achintayat. As you know, king doesn't know that he is Shakra. So the blind beggar is actually the king of gods, Lord Indra. His name is Shakra. Vismitaha shakraha. He was really surprised. Vismitaha, surprised. People can say that I will donate eye. A person who is healthy, a person who is alive. From the dead bodies, when a person dies, within few hours nowadays we have the technology of removing the eye. Eye donation is very much available. But a person who is alive, still he is giving the eye. So Vismitaha, surprised. Shakraha achintayat. He started thinking while taking the eye. Aho dhritihi, aho sattvam, aho sattva hitaishita. They are the sentences came out of his mouth. Aho dhritihi, courage. Aho is, oh my God, OMG. What a courage. Aho sattvam, inner strength. Look at the strength of the person, that king. Oh my God, how strong this person is. Aho sattva hitaishita. Sattva is inner strength. Hitaishita, helping others. Using that, utilizing the inner strength for the betterment of others. Lot of us have inner strength. We are all strong people, very matured people. But how many of us help others? So he says, oh my God, how much good intentions this king has to help others. Nayam chiram pariklesham anubhavitum arhati. So, after taking the eye and getting it implanted in his body, Shakra started thinking. Nayam, na plus ayam, ayam eshaha. Eshaha here is the Raja, the king, not this person. Ayam eshaha. Chiram pariklesham. Chiram for long time. Pariklesham, kashtam, note down. Pariklesham, paryayapada, kashtam. This person should not undergo the difficulty for long time because his intentions are good. Anubhavitum arhati. Arhati, deserve. This person doesn't deserve to undergo, anubhavitum, to undergo or experience the difficulties. Ataha, therefore, prayatishe, I shall try. Lritlakaraha asti, prayatishe. Chakshushosya punaha pratyaropanaya. So Shakra, now he got his. Actually, he came there to test the king, right? So now king has passed the test. So Shakra started thinking. Therefore, prayatishya, I shall try. Chakshushosya, chakshushaha plus asya. His eye. Punaha pratyaropanaya, re-implantation. Punaha, again, pratyaropanam, re-implant. Taking back from my body and putting it back to the king. But he didn't do it immediately. He just thought, let me do that. कतिपयैः दिनैः व्रणविरोपणे जाते एकदा राजा सरोवरस्य समीपे विहरति स्म. So things went on like this, days went on like this, and king's wounds got healed. Katipayaihi dinaihi, dina the days, katipayaihi dinaihi, after few days. Vrana viropane, vrana is wound. Viropanam, healing. After the few days, because of the doctor's help, all the wounds were healed. Ekada, one day, Raja Sarovarasya Samipe, near a pond, in his palace, near a pond, Viharati Sma. He was just moving around with the help of a helper. Tada tasya purataha punaha devarajaha shakraha upasthitaha. Tada, then, tasya purataha, in front of him, punaha, again, devarajaha shakraha. So, Shakra, who is the king of gods. Upasthitaha, he appeared. He came and stood in front of him. Now he doesn't have to change his form. As you know, king is blind now. Bhutva tasya tyaga vrittim prashamsan avadat. As soon as he descended, as soon as he stood in front of him, he started appreciating. Tyaga vrittim, tyagasya vrittim, his way of donation. Tyaga, sacrificing or to donating. Vrittim, his way. Prashamsan Shatrapatyaya asti, while appreciating, avadat, Shakrohamasmi Devendra Tvat Samipamupagataha Varam Vrinishva Rajarshe Yadichasi Taduchatam. See the Anvaya of the shloka. Rajarshe aham devendraha shakraha tvat samipam upagataha asmi. Very simple. Rajarshe, Raja plus Rishihi. King, sage. Sage king. He is a king, but he leads the life of a sage. So he is called as Rajarshi, our king. Aham devendraha shakraha. I am Shakra. Devendraha, Deva plus Indraha. I am the king of gods. My name is Shakra. Tvat Samipam, in front of you. Upagataha Asmi. I am standing in front of you. He has to say this because king is blind. He cannot see. Varam Vrinishva. Ask any boon. Varam, Vara is boon. Vrinishva. You can ask any boon. Yat Ichhasi Tat Uchatam. Whatever you feel like, you can speak. That's what he said. Evam uktena rajnya netrartham prarthite sati. As you know, what can king ask at this moment other than his eye? Evam uktena, asked like this, rajnya, by the king, netrartham prarthite sati. While king asked for his eye, netrartham, for the eye, prarthite, while he asked, shakrasya prabhavena, because of the power of Shakra. Shakra, being a king of gods, he had certain powers, magical powers. So because of those powers, Atmanaha Satya Punya Balena, don't think only by God's powers things get accomplished. They get accomplished because of our strength. So here, Atmanaha, that king's Satya Punya Balena, because of his power of truth and virtues. Because he always spoke truth in his life. Because of that character, he got lot of magical powers. Satya Punya Balena, so God's help should be there in our life. Along with that, our own efforts, our own good characters matter a lot. So here you can see in this king's example. Punya Balena chatasya prathamam ekam chakshuhu pratishtitam. So, because of all these things, his eye got re-implanted into king's body. Ekam chakshuhu pratishtitam. Pratishtitam, it was re-implanted. abhavat. Tataha dvitiyamapi. After few minutes, second eye also. Bhuyaha pritaha shakraha varam ayachat. Bhuyaha paryayapadam asti punaha again. Pritaha shakraha. Shakra visheshanam asti pritaha, happy. He was extremely happy with the king. Pritaha shakraha varam ayachat. If you are thinking this is the boon, this is not the boon. This was just his blessing, giving the eyes back. The real boon comes next. See it. Shata yojana paryantam shailanam param chadrashtum samartha bhava iti. So the king of gods Shakra, who was very happy, he gave the boon. What was the boon? Shata yojana paryantam. Till hundreds of kilometers. Shata is 100. Yojana is a measuring unit. You can take it as kilometer. Paryantam. Actually, it is more than kilometers, but just for the purpose of understanding, take it as kilometers. Shata yojana paryantam. Hundreds of kilometers. Shailanam param. Shailaha parvataha. Mountains. Even through the mountains. Drashtum samartha bhava. You can see, your eyes vision is beyond thousands of kilometers, and you might be getting a doubt. What if there are mountains in between? But our king can see even through the mountains. So such a power of vision he got. So if you are standing in Bangalore, you can see the things which are happening in Mysore. Such distance you can see. So this was the boon given to him because he donated his eyes. So his eyes powers got multiplied beyond a limit. So you can see through mountains also hundreds of kilometers. Samartha bhava iti. Iti uktva. After saying this, shakraha, the shakra, tatraiva antarhitaha abhavat. Tatraiva, at that point, antarhitaha, underline it, disappeared. He disappeared from the sight. Ataha satyameva uktam. So the last shloka is told by author about this story. Dhanasya nissara laghoho sasaro yat diyate lokahitonmukhena nidhanatam yatihi diyamanam adiyamanam nidhanaika nishtam. See the Anvaya. Nissara laghoho dhanasya sahasaraha yat lokahita unmukhena diyati. So the poet talks about the wealth here. So the wealth in itself is useless and foolish. Nissara laghoho. Laghu is very light, silly. Nissara, it is useless. As such, our wealth, our currencies, our notes, our coins, we put value to them. As such, they do not have any value. Only when we invest for some cause, only when we spend for some cause, there is use, right? If you just keep the money at home, what is the use? So, nissara laghoho dhanasya, the money which is very silly and useless if not used properly. Dhanasya sasaraha, saraha, the value. It gets the value only when it is invested. Sasaraha yat, that lokahita unmukhena. Loka is world, lokahita, benefit of the world. Unmukhena, towards, for the purpose. If you invest the money for the purpose of betterment of this world, our money or wealth gets some value. Otherwise, just if you keep the money at home, what is the use? No use. Unmukhena diyate. Diyamanam dhanam nidhanatam hi yati. The poet says, the money which is donated gets multiplied. Diyamanam dhanam, the money which is given, nidhanatam. Nidhanata, getting multiplied, getting prosperous. Nidhanatam hi yati. Adiyamanam dhanam. Diyamanam, opposite. Viloma shabdaha asti adiyamanam. Wealth which is kept at home, kept in the hand without giving it to others when it is hoarded. While the hoarded wealth inevitably decays over the time. So as the time goes, adiyamanam dhanam nidhana ekanishtam. It takes the only one state, which is death, or it perishes. It slowly decays. It loses its value and never gets multiplied. So if you want to see your wealth more, if you want to see your wealth multiplied, invest for a cause. Invest for the betterment of the society.